Hello everyone and welcome back to Full House Sports here with myself, Charlie. Right, something that went under the radar, I think, slightly in football this week. And to be fair, there's easily things going under the radar with the wall-to-wall coverage we have, was the FIFA general meeting. As always with these general meetings, there's headlines that come out that you just sit and go, what on earth are you talking about? And this one was no different. Now, I'm not going to talk about the Israel issue, and that's not because I'm sitting on the fence, because you know what the saying is about sitting on the fence and where you get splinters. It's just not something I want to talk about on my YouTube. It's so deep, so many intricacies that, yeah, it's not something I want to do. It's not something I want to put out there. But there was other things coming out that still raised your eyebrows and go, what, really? Obviously, there was talk of the kick-off times of the FIFA World Cup. It looks like they're going to be after midnight in the UK, so pubs, I don't know what they're going to do about that. It's going to be a killer if they're not allowed to open, and with this government, you never know. Who knows what could happen, but again, I'm getting a bit close to being political. But there was obviously that spoken about. There was also, well, it wasn't officially tabled, but the idea of a 64-team World Cup and a 48-team Club World Cup, the Club World Cup moving biannually. And I've got to say, I just thought, no. We are now in a situation where there is too much football. And FIFA can argue, well, we're only responsible for 1% of that. But everyone has to get together. I know Thierry Henry and Jamie Carragher will talk about it this week in a sort of roundtable discussion. And I listened to that and found it really interesting. Players can keep moaning and moaning until they say to their bosses at these clubs, we don't want to do this. It's too much for us. It won't change. But that's what needs to happen. I'm fed up now of hearing players say, we're playing too many games. We're playing too many games. You may very well be, but you're moaning to us as fans. We're not asking for this. I'm not asking for 64-team World Cup. I think it will massively dilute the quality. I know the South American Federation are heavily in favour of it. I don't want it. I really don't want it. I think it will dilute the quality. Yes, it's great that in a 48-team World Cup, Cape Verde might be there or Bolivia might be there. That's great. But 64 teams is too much football. And the Club World Cup, for all it was all right this summer, and I did enjoy seeing it, 48 teams is far too many. It's just too big. How big are these tournaments going to get? And I know there's things like broadcasting rights and everything else that people will look at and say, well, they need them. But no, we don't need this much football. It's so frustrating because as a fan, I'm not asking for this. And people say, yeah, well, you're a Forest fan. You're going to be involved in the Club World Cup anyway. But I'm not asking for it as a neutral. No one is. We've got this massive Champions League and Europa League now that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, it's too much football. It's too saturated. And the idea now of there being more to that is just, I think, outrageous. And we don't need it. And we don't want it. I mean, players could keep saying we're playing too many games. I know FIFA said, oh, let's get rid of lawyers. We won't speak, FIFA probably needs to get our heads together. They all need to get their heads together. But unfortunately, the clubs are going to look at these TV broadcast deals and say, they're like overweight people at a buffet. They're going to keep going, yeah, we'll take more, we'll take more, we'll take more. Eat. Money. The federations are going to say that as well. But you can't keep doing it. Because eventually, it's wall-to-wall football. And there's too much of it. But until the players strike or say we're not doing this anymore, it won't matter. I mean, you're potentially going to have a World Cup with, I was going to tell what, 16 groups of 4. I mean, they'll run out of letters of the alphabet before long. There's just too... And I get clubs will say, well, it's not... And I don't think the Club World Cup is fair. I will say that. I don't think it's fair that Man City and Chelsea went to this Club World Cup, got a massive injection of cash, and then that went into their PSR. When other clubs are having to compete, it's not a level playing field. But then just scrap it if it's going to be like that. Or say that money doesn't go towards PSR. I just think we're just playing too much football. And it's starting to become a bit of a joke. But I say, like greedy men at a buffet, just more. When the system is broken, it needs fixing. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like the content. Please feel free to check it out. Please subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.